Hey guys, Tiff here. I hope you have had a good week, and I just wanted to talk to you guys a bit about some do's and don'ts for when you are working out. So, if you've been working out for, say, maybe just a couple weeks or a couple decades, you might be making some mistakes that you don't even realize. And so, I want to give you some tips to help you um, get optimal results. Because if you are doing things that aren't necessarily correct or making some mistakes, you are going to hinder your success. So, we're going to start with beginners. So, if you're just starting out, you actually need to work every single day. You need to work out every single day. That's right. 7 days a week, guys. If you are going to form an exercise habit, which is what your goal should be, is to form an exercise habit because of all the added benefits of exercising. So doing something every day, even if it's just small, maybe it's just walking around your yard, not your yard, your neighborhood. Maybe it's just walking around your neighborhood. It will help you be consistent, and consistency is where the magic happens. That's where you're going to see your success, is when you are consistent. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. So if you're a beginner, for the first 2 to 3 months, aim for 30 minutes of cardio every day and aim for 2 days of strength training. So 2 days of lifting weights and 7 days of cardio. And like I said, that 7th day could be what we call an active rest day, where you just walk around your neighborhood. Maybe you walk your dog. Maybe your kids are learning how to ride a bike, or they're learning, they still ride a 3-wheel, or they have not a 3-wheel, but they have training wheels or whatever. Walk with them. That's an active rest day. You can just walk, a walk on a treadmill is an active rest day. So you just want to do some type of cardio for at least 30 minutes every day, and then lift weights 2 days a week. So my next tip for beginners, and I have my 2 do tips and 2 don't tips for each category. So for beginners, you want to stay loose. Sometimes if you lack confidence, or if you have a determination to lose weight, what we call fast beginners are particularly prone to tensing up, which will not allow you to let those muscle groups work properly. So, if you are white knuckling that bar while you're, on the bike, or clenching your teeth, you're actually wasting a lot of energy, which isn't going to do you any good in the long run. So, relax your muscles, and relax those muscles that you're not working, so that you can focus on the ones that you are working. So for beginners, my 2 don't tips. Don't get stuck on the treadmill. Like I said, on your active rest day, that day 7, maybe you just walk on the treadmill. But a lot of times we find that with beginners, they just do the same routine for the same duration, the same intensity every time they work out. So you get on the treadmill every day, 7 days a week. You get on the treadmill and you walk at 3.5 miles per hour, and you're at a 1% incline. You're going to get stuck, which means you're not going to have any results. And you'll, end up staying on the treadmill, and you'll get bored, or you might get hurt. So, as your workouts get easier, you kind of get fooled into thinking you've become like super fit. And in reality, your muscles have just grown accustomed to that challenge. And so they're not even working anymore. So it's very necessary to get a good sweat session in and push yourself. Now, you don't have to do that 7 days, but you want to change things up. So you want to have higher intensity workouts and then, fat burning workouts. That's how you're going to keep your body kind of guessing so that you can get continued results. Another thing is slouching. So if you're on the bike and you're like, okay, I'm just going to pedal, that doesn't allow you to breathe properly. And that is necessary to deliver oxygen to your muscles so that they can work at their full capacity. So, those are basically my 2 tips. So you basically, don't get stuck on the treadmill and don't be a slouch. I missed that second tip. Sorry, guys. So tips for regular beginners or regular beginners. Maybe you are a regular beginner and you just keep starting over. We need to move you into a regular exerciser. So you do want to set new goals. It's easy if you are just regularly going to the gym to kind of hit what we call a slump or a plateau, and you stop seeing the benefits or you stop having fun, and that's usually what's kept you motivated in the past. So before you start, dodging gym class or, dodging whatever it is, just even going to the gym, find a new challenge. Maybe it's signing up for a 5K and you never ran a 5K. Or maybe you could plan a vacation to go hiking in a place, maybe like the mountains of Tennessee or something, to, do something different. Kayaking, surfing, whatever it might be, something new that challenges you. My second tip is breathe better. So this even goes back to, don't be a slouch because that affects your breathing. But to improve performance overall, you have to focus on your breathing. I know like one of the classes that I take, it's called Dance Party at the YMCA. The instructor actually tells you when to breathe in and breathe out, and that you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And it's kind of cool because sometimes I think we get to working out and we forget to breathe. Especially if you're lifting weights, that is like crucial. You have got to breathe when you are lifting weights. You do not want to hold your breath while you're lifting weights. So you want to inhale deeply during rest phases of an exercise and exhale forcefully in work phases. So what does that mean? So the rest phase is where you're like bringing it up, but that exertion level of going down is going to be your exhale. So you inhale to get that that helps you with momentum because you don't want to swing your weights. That's not going to do anything for you. But inhaling and exhaling while you're in that negative motion will actually help you, and it will generate more force, which means then you get to do more work. So my 2 don't tips for regular exercisers is don't skimp on your shoes. Shoes are very important. If you are not wearing the right kind of shoes, you're not going to get the most benefit out of your exercise. You don't want your shoe, you want to wear it for its functionality, not for its stylish wear. If you're looking for a stylish shoe that you can just wear whenever, fine. But you need to find, they have shoes for when you lift weights. They have shoes for if you're doing dance classes, if you're doing high intensity, if you're doing CrossFit, if you're running. Like, you have to make sure that you have proper foot attire. Don't be unbalanced. So that means, most regular exercisers are diligent about doing cardio, strength and flexibility in their routines, but they forget about balance. So, you want to make sure that you are incorporating balance in your routine. So whether that's taking a yoga class one day a week to work on balance, it will allow you to move more fluidly and avoid injuries. So you can either do yoga to help you or at the end of your workout, stand on one leg and lift the other in front of you and try to hold that for, if you just lift, you can't see it, but you like lift up so your knee is up, you're gonna balance. And do you know what balance also does? It helps your core, guys. So engaging your core, that will help build those core muscles up so you can get that six pack once you're eating healthy and all of that. All right, so for my fitness fanatics, do what you hate. A lot of advanced exercisers don't like struggling with things that they aren't naturally good at. So they avoid those exercises that really challenge them. And those are the moves that are actually going to help you to build stronger muscles, more balanced body, and prevent overuse injuries, which means you overuse a body muscle and you end up injuring yourself. So whether you're avoiding crunches, squats, stretches, add those moves to your routine just a couple times a week, 2 to 3. Also, work out with someone slower. Once a week, exercise with someone who isn't as advanced in working out as you, who moves maybe at a more leisurely pace. This will give your body a chance to regenerate, and maybe you'll even have a little bit of fun because you have a workout buddy with you. You do need to take it easy periodically so that your muscles can repair themselves, because that is very, very important for your muscles to repair themselves. And that's why they say, don't lift, if you're going to do biceps one day, don't go and do the biceps the very next day. Your muscles actually need about 48 hours recovery. So that's why, for me, I lift Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so that my muscles have time to repair themselves. My 2 don't tips are, don't be a slave to the numbers. So I find myself doing this sometimes. I like track my heart rate monitor, but don't track your heart rate or running time. They provide, when you track those, they do provide you an instant gratification, if you will, instant feedback. But when you use it obsessively, they can actually dampen the joy of exercise, or even make you push yourself when you're not feeling 100%. So don't be a slave to those numbers. Use them to help you gauge progress, but do not become a slave to them. And don't eat like an Olympian, because you are not an Olympian. Even if you are an advanced fitness goer, you are not an Olympian. So, energy bars and sugary sports drinks are necessities for top athletes who struggle to meet their caloric demands out on the playing field. But unless you are training for the Ironman, a 200-calorie energy drink and a 300-calorie carb can undo everything. That carb bar can undo everything that you have just accomplished in the gym. So fuel up with 3 balanced meals, 2 light snacks, such as fruit and crackers per day. And any more than that will just go to your waste. And that's not where you want anything to go. So I hope these tips were very helpful for you. Please show me some love. Give me some thumbs up. If it was helpful, share it. If you have any questions, comments, drop them down below. And if you have not, please subscribe to my channel. I have some new and exciting things coming in the next few weeks that I'm super excited about on my channel. So please subscribe because you don't want to miss those. And I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.